Today, I'm going to show you how to use AI to write long-form content in minutes. But before that, here's what you're not going to do. See, most marketers give some vague prompt and have the AI generate a script. This might work for short form since you're dealing with less content, but this will never work for long form, especially for deep content like middle or bottom of funnel copy. They don't add enough context to the AI and let it guess way too much, which is why it's so generic. You need to give the AI enough relevant context. Outputs instantly improve once you give it your brand voice, your ICP, the purpose of the script, the awareness of the target audience, etc. So here's how you can leverage context and prompt engineering to actually craft better copy. Now, before I get started, I just want to make this clear. You should never completely rely on AI for creative work. It doesn't have creativity, taste, or experience. It literally just makes answers based off of probability. So you should not go into this blind and just have AI make a script from scratch. You need to understand the product and ICP already. Also, you should have a general idea of what the copy is for and what beliefs it aims at shifting. Have the unique mechanism, argument, core customer beliefs, etc. all down before starting. Now, this process basically has three main steps. First, we're going to gather context about the business. Second, we're going to find a long-form, middle or bottom of funnel piece and use AI to reverse engineer it. And only then are we going to have Claude start generating the script. Alright, now before we do anything, we need to add context with context profiles. If you're new to this whole process, I have the free guide on how to make context profiles in my description. But this time, we're going to actually make 2 more context profiles. The schemas for this are in my WOP community. So we're going to make one for our brand voice and another for the offer positioning. Since this is just the demo, I'm just going to have AI fill these in for me, but you will want to go through this via an interview. Alright, now we have all our context ready. I'm going to find a long-form content piece for this so we can reverse engineer it. Remember, when we're doing this, we're not trying to copy what they're doing. All we're going to do is analyze what is working, why, and try to weave that into our copy. Alright, I found this one. I'm just going to capture this entire page as a PDF. Now I'm going to add all my relevant context files into this Claude project, as well as the PDF. And if you want, you can toss in that research document from the context guide to get some raw quotes from your ICP. Now, I'm going to paste this analysis prompt that has Claude analyze the article we swiped for winning elements. And it's going to ask me some questions to get a better idea of what to analyze. But yeah, it literally breaks down the entire article for sales tactics used, psychological triggers, etc., and gives ideas on how we can replicate it. Now, after it outputs this JSON file, you can save it if you want, but I'm just going to paste the script writing prompt in. By the way, boys, all the prompts and schemas can be found in my WOP community in the description. So now it's going to interview us to gather some context. Just going to answer these randomly, and what it will do is generate each section of the script one by one, so we can make changes as we go. And this hook is decent. I'm just going to ask it to remove that rhetorical question, and also just output the script section from now on. Alright, looks good to me now. I'm going to tell it to move on. Sheesh! This body is fire. It just one-shotted that. Let's see how the CTA looks. And that looks amazing as well. I'm going to confirm. And there you go, boys. It literally just generated this entire script for us. And this can easily be repurposed into blogs, videos, threads, and short-form content. I talk more about this in my Claude Hivemind video. You can run paid traffic to this as well by whipping up a static ad with Nano Banana and a similar method to what we covered and start printing. But yeah, boys, thanks for watching. If you want all the private source, join the WOP in the description. Peace.